What up? Welcome to Coffeezilla. Today we're covering part 2 of the Nigerian scammer. Today we confront him and ask him why he did it. What's in his mind? What's going on in Nigeria? But before we get into anything else, before we talk about the $10 million studio, which as you can see is coming together, let me say, I saw a disturbing figure on the internet. This may be the worst thing I've ever seen. Check it out. 58% of you have not smashed, like, and subscribed. Dude, how many times does Ana Anka have to tell you?
And subscribe.
Okay, I'm pissed off. Okay, so this October, my goal for October is to get this number to 50%. Subscribes need to come up, and if you're not subscribed, you need to leave. So that's my big thing for October. We can only right so many wrongs on the internet, but this is definitely one of them. Now, anyways, without further ado, let me just say, how's this audio sound, by the way? We fixed that. I know that was potato for a while. It's getting better. I'm not going to say it's perfect, but it's getting better. The visuals are getting better. The $10 million studio, I told you guys, just patience. Oh, there it goes. It popped again. Patience. I got to not. I got to not. We're coming together slowly. But frankly, I could use some of your help. If you happen to have some digital 3D work in Unreal Engine or anything like that for virtual sets, I could really use you, frankly. So if you're familiar, if you're a fan of the show, if you're looking for a side project during COVID, I could really use it. All right, that's it. Sorry to rant at you guys for a little bit. I know a lot of you are going to be like, haha, video starts at 2 minutes. No, everything I just said was very important. So enough of that. Don't say that ever again. But anyways, let's talk about what we came here to talk about, which is my confrontation with the scammer. So first things first, I tried calling him. You're going to go, why didn't you call him? I tried. He immediately hung up on me. And so I panicked and I was like, oh crap, he's going to block this number because I only had one number for him. So I immediately kind of played hardball. I said, look, you block me, I'm going to the authorities. I'm going to SARS. The truth is, I was bluffing. I don't even know how to get a hold of SARS. I wouldn't have gotten a hold of SARS anyway. But we're playing hardball. We're playing with scammers. So I said, look, you go to block me. I'm gonna go to SARS, boy. I said, I have screenshot. This is after he hung up on me. He said, who's this? I said, just an interested journalist. I don't know. Am I a journalist? I don't know if I am. We'll just say I am. What scam? So he plays dumb. I sent him some screenshots. He plays dumb. No, that ain't me. What scam? There's no scam going on anywhere. Liar. He establishes himself as a liar early on in this conversation. I just want to say that. Okay? He's just playing dumb. Are you talking about a Bitcoin scam or something? Finally, I get to the point. I say, you scam people with Instagram investing pages. There's no getting out of it. I know everything. It's too late. Oh, I understand now. Ha 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 ha. It didn't work, bro. People were smarter, especially when it comes to Bitcoin. Press X to doubt. This is a part of the conversation. I almost skipped by it because frankly, it's like kind of useless because he just denies making a lot of money. Now, in some ways, we don't know if he's not telling the truth here. Maybe he wasn't making money. On the other hand, he lied to us at the beginning of the conversation, and this is exactly what a scammer would say if they were afraid that you were going to go to the police or report them or anything like that. Of course, he's going to go, oh yeah, I didn't make any money. I don't do it anymore. He says now all he does is he trades online, which is stupid. As you guys know, you're not going to make a lot of money doing that. So he's probably still scamming. That's just my guess. But I'm not going to try to confront him on this because frankly, I don't think that's a productive conversation to have. Instead, I try to turn it and make it about scams in Nigeria in general and what he thinks about the morality. Because my question is, do you guys care that you're scamming people? So I'll scroll down to that part of the conversation because he just kind of denies it. And so I go, how deep did these scams go? He's trying to say, oh, you should check out this trader. I don't care. And so he goes, honestly, bro, I can't really say, but there are a lot of greedy people out there. One thing I can assure you as a fact is that everyone you see on Bitcoin on Instagram is a scammer, whether the person posted a photo or commented under that photo. Okay, true. Honestly, true. And so then finally he's like, okay, I understand how wicked it is to ruin someone's life through scam. Okay, so he's kind of confessing a little bit, you know? It's like, I understand how wicked it is, but then you do it. Like, what? I mean, come on, buddy. Why would you do it if you know that you're saying it's wicked? Okay. Then he says, but why would someone invest with a stranger in the first place that promises dubious returns, bro? I find it hard to give anyone money online. Yeah, you find it hard to give people money online? Maybe that's because you're a scammer. So I said, I wonder that myself many times, probably because the people who do this are expert schemers and know how to convince people with social proof. And I show him evidence of that, of him doing that, basically tricking people. And I say, stuff like this is how people get trapped. They see the social proof and think it's legit. That's how Ponzi schemes make money. Like, of course, this guy, I mean, if you're in the industry, like from my side of trying to bust these guys, or you're a scammer, of course you're going to say, well, you can't trust anyone online because this is the stuff you look at all day. But he's neglecting the fact that most people are not like scammers. And, you know, in the comment section of my last video, I'm going to have to pull up a few examples of this, but I had a bunch of comments basically saying that this guy, all his excuses about why he had to do it, they're just lies. Because we apparently have a bunch of people in our comment section that are Nigerian, but they basically goes, it's sad that a lot of people support these scammers. In Nigeria, they're called Yahoo boys. A lot of Nigerians don't see anything wrong with it because they see it as they are taking money from people that are rich, so it's not bad or anything. But then some of them point out that even they're like apparently from rich parts of the country, or at least they're saying that. They're saying they're upper middle class or went to some really good schools because they have written English. They've been wealthy and have been wealthy for a long time. And so the psychology they use here is just a justification mechanism that they can only use with foreigners. Nigerians would call BS on the reasoning. So yeah, it's important to include that as we go forward with this, because like he is a little bit slick here, and he's trying to say, oh yeah, I totally understand. I didn't even make money with it. I don't even do it anymore. I think a lot of people in the comment section from last video and this video are going to call BS on that because I don't believe it. I don't think they believe it. And basically, yeah, so for a long time here, I'm not even going to go through all of them. I'm not even going to give him the time of day on this because he's just basically saying the whole time that I'm not making any money. And then this is pretty funny. He goes, can I refer you to the stocks chat room? He's talking about the trader that he likes. He's like, can I refer you so I can get a referral? As if I'm going to join. He's trying to scam me in the conversation where I'm confronting him. What is this guy doing? And I was like, yeah, sure. Just have a few more questions for you first. Number one, was it the morality that got you to stop stocks colleges and David Faris FX, or was it the fact that it wasn't working? Number two, is everyone in Nigeria afraid of SARS? I've read up on them. They almost seem like terrorists. They just got some sketchy motivations. He laughs at that. I say, what? He goes, Stocks College isn't a scam. David Faris was. That's a total lie. Okay, again, this guy's lying. He's been caught multiple times already in this conversation lying, but that also is a lie. Stocks College talks about needing David Faris for the scam. So of course he was scamming. He talks about scamming. But he says David Faris was because it was a fake account of a different individual and it wasn't working out because people knew it was kind of fishy to invest $500 and receive $20,000 in a month. Again, we don't have any verification of that. There's a saying that SARS are actually angry because they missed the opportunity to scam in their days, so they catch young boys and collect money from them. You did not hear this from me. And the interesting thing is that I think there's some evidence for this of SARS being very corrupt because multiple people contacted me about it and they say SARS is a division of the police that tackle robbery, but they found out that it makes no sense chasing robbers and risking their lives. They simply stop and search youngsters knowing they could make money easily. This is because they can simply call you a scammer and most people would believe. And when they catch real scammers, they simply collect as much funds as they can and release them back into the wild. Basically, in Nigeria, you can apparently stop and search without a warrant or cause. So that's what's interesting is like he's kind of right about SARS being a bit of a scam because we've heard it from multiple people now. And he's saying like, look, they share it amongst themselves. The government doesn't pay them as much as they can make from young scammers or rich people doing well in the country. Like they have a job to catch scammers. Bail is their side hustle, which is insane. And then he goes, please leave Stocks Colleges out of this. This is legit people. Dude, bro, we've got them in DMs scamming people. What are you talking about? Again, I think he's just covering for his buddy here. And he goes, that's why I mentioned greed. There are people greedier than you can imagine that want to get rich quick. Their greed leads them to loss of money, not the scammer. Okay. Bravo for the biggest mental gymnastics in the world. Oh, it's not my fault they're losing money. Yeah, it is your fault. So then he goes, man, I'm trying to take time to go into details for you, and I ain't even getting paid. Time is money, yo. Bless me with funds, bro. Dude, scam into the bitter end. Bro, I'm probably broker than you. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. But then our scammer here actually starts to get insightful. He goes, if you're looking for a business, you'll find a business. If you're looking for a get rich, you'll find a scam. That is actually true. There are victims who they get themselves in these situations because they are actually actively looking for a way to get rich quick, and it just doesn't exist. And he goes on, there's nothing that can be done even if it gets exposed. He's talking about Nigerian scams. People have been getting scammed since the 1970s. Check the history. It didn't start overnight. What needs to be reformed is the mindset of the youths. We have kids in Nigeria who are thinking of scamming because of no money. I saw a 16-year-old boy or younger boy today with an iPhone 11 Pro Max. I knew straight away that it was a result of a successful scams or fraud. The music in the country promotes scams. The government promotes scams indirectly through their actions. So does the police and everyone else. It'll make a good story, but it'll introduce more youths into scams if you choose to go with it. Now, I disagree with that. I think education is the key. I think sunlight is the best disinfectant. So I totally disagree with him there. But I just follow up, like, can you elaborate on that idea that the government and music promotes scams? And he says, youths will figure out that scammers are really successful and will indulge in it. They believe they can scam all their lives without consequence. That's the mindset, bro. I believe the only solution is the reformation of the African people. The reason they scam is that because they don't know who they are amongst themselves. Dude, is anyone hearing like some patriotic music backing here? This is a pretty good speech. Honestly, pretty good speech for a scammer. Therefore, it's safe to say that the government is scamming its citizens. The youths have seen that and they don't want to be slaves underneath a greedy government. Therefore, they decide to attack everyone and make money any way they can. The youths are only reciprocating what's being done to them in their country. Like, yeah, it's not a bad line of reasoning, but it's also trying to absolve yourself. It's clearly so self-justifying and self-motivated. But I wanted to say, I mean, he has a point. He says, so from within, so without. Worldwide scams in Nigeria is a reflection of what's really going on in the country. In Nigeria, everyone scams each other. It baffles me to this date. We'll have to talk to you later. I have to go now. And that's the conversation. I mean, that's pretty much it. Interesting stuff. I mean, I don't know what you guys think of that. How much does the government shape the scamming culture? I'm very interested to hear what you think. My guess is this will be a polarizing interview. And let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always,
don't forget to smash like and subscribe. Thank you.